When he stepped onto a stage, tens of thousands of people would scream, faint, and lose their minds. To the world watching, this looked like sheer magic, a rare, untouchable gift handed down by the universe to one person. But the illusion of effortless talent hides a violent reality. To perfect the moonwalk, a move designed to look like he was defying gravity, he pushed his body so hard for so long that he would literally fill his shoes with blood. And even then, he wasn't satisfied. A punishing, relentless methodology powered the greatest pop culture run in human history. Behind closed doors, Michael Jackson operated on 5 specific, repeatable habits. Success at this scale is a conscious daily choice, a reality that becomes clear when we look at the deliberate engine behind the icon. Habit 1 is obsessive preparation. Most professionals rehearse until they can get a routine right. He ran dance sequences for 12, sometimes 16 hours straight. Practice continued until his nervous system took over and it became physically impossible for his body to fail. He locked in this mindset long before he was a solo superstar. At 17 years old, he wrote a private manifesto to himself, declaring exactly who he was going to be. He promised to be a researcher, a trainer, and a masterer. That research became habit 2, studying the greats. He would lock himself in a room with footage of James Brown and Charlie Chaplin, breaking down their movements frame by frame. He hunted for the exact fraction of a second where a performer captured the audience's attention. The ultimate validation of this research arrived the morning after he debuted the moonwalk. The phone rang, and on the other end was Hollywood dance legend Fred Astaire, calling simply to tell him he was a hell of a mover. True innovation requires a complete absorption of the past before asking what history has forgotten to do. Habit 3 involves treating art as a competitive sport. After performing for massive crowds, he would go back to his hotel and study the concert footage like a quarterback watching game tape, hunting for any sudden split-second drop in the audience's energy. Even when he was universally recognized as the best performer alive, he actively hunted for his own weaknesses. If a transition felt slightly off, he hired specialized vocal coaches and mime instructors to drill the mechanics for months. Habit 4 is ruthless curation. During the recording sessions with a Thriller album, he and Quincy Jones tracked hundreds of hours of material. Songs that would have launched another artist's entire career were thrown in the trash because they didn't meet an impossible standard. He backed that standard with his own money. When the label offered a standard budget for a 3-minute promotional video, he ignored the industry norm and self-funded a massive $500,000 deficit to shoot the 14-minute Thriller short film. This ecosystem functioned under a single strict rule: the complete elimination of good enough from the vocabulary. All of this physical and technical training existed for one reason. Habit 5. Connect emotionally first. Technical prowess was only ever a vehicle. He functioned as a courier, receiving a raw emotion and delivering it directly into the chest of the listener. You can copy a dance sequence, you can mimic a vocal run, but you cannot fake the raw truth of an emotion. That pure delivery is what caused tens of thousands of people to completely lose control when he stepped into the spotlight. Perfect pitch and precise choreography mean nothing unless they are carrying a genuine human connection. 5 distinct habits, all feeding into a single, unyielding standard. It was undeniably great, or it was nothing at all. The receipts for that methodology are etched into history. The highest grossing tours of their era, the most awards ever won by a pop artist, and the best-selling album human beings have ever produced. The difference between Michael Jackson and everyone else was never a secret formula. The information was always out there. The difference was the execution, choosing to live inside these habits every single day. With 40 years of evidence showing the results of this work, the challenge remains. Which of these habits are you willing to start using today?